save file too. I recommend using the multiple save files. Like, you have 100 save files per slot. Make use of at least 5 or 6 of them, please. You're going to save yourself so much trouble. Alright, let's go talk to our instructor. Let's actually go and do our first mission. This is the gatekeeper, right? Every single year you get troublemakers entering. Oh, how I enjoy scolding them. Yeah, this guy has some really good cards that we can play for. So we're gonna have to try to play against him at some point. Nice breeze, beautiful sun. I think I'll just... Do you play? Yeah, excellent day, great for cards. Wanna play? Yes, let's go. Let's see what he has. Oh my god. Wow, really? Yeah, we are cooked. We should not have challenged this guy. Oh wow, actually lost one on this as well. Okay. We are going to come back to the card playing later. Jesus Christ. I always forget how tough those first few card games are. Let's keep going for... Oh, he's not here anymore. Okay. Got another draw point. Nice. Watching you guys in action really motivates me. Yeah. Why don't you go into action then? Why don't you become a seed? Or a seed student? 3 cures. Wow, that was ridiculous. Also, these draw points that you can find in the open world, they refill based on how many steps you put in. I think it's like 10,000 steps for a refill. So it can take a while. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GFs gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. And this is the tutorial that we skipped out of the first time. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means a GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right now, no GF is junctioned. All other commands in grey cannot be selected yet. Once junction is selected, the GF and magic commands appear. Since no GF is junctioned, magic is displayed in grey. Let's junction a GF. By selecting a GF list appears. Press square to see abilities possessed by a GF. The abilities are HP junction, vitality junction, etc. Let's choose a GF. When GF Quetzalcoatl is selected, its abilities, HPJ and Vital J, make the stats HP and Vit appear in white. Magic can now be junctioned to HP and Vitality. But since there is currently no magic, we will move on to setting abilities. There are 3 command abilities, and 2 non-command abilities for characters and party. A total of 5 abilities can be set. Depending on the GF's abilities, the maximum is 4 non-command abilities. This means up to 7 abilities can be set. Let's set some abilities. First, select a slot. The top window is for command abilities used during battle. The bottom window is for character and party abilities. Selecting the top window displays command abilities. Selecting the bottom window displays character and party abilities. Since there's currently no magic, let's set the command ability Draw to get some magic. When an empty slot is chosen, the cursor moves to the right. Select Draw to set the command Draw. This is how command abilities used during battle are set. Let's add GF and item to the list of command abilities. This is not something we would normally do because again we're not going to use GFs. Now GF and item are set. Let's set a non-command ability. By moving the cursor down, a character ability is displayed. Now to set magic to plus 20%, select an empty slot and select magic plus 20%. Magic 20% is now set. Abilities have now been set. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. Everything okay up till now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Alright, once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command Draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? The fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. Okay, before we go, we're gonna junction Quetzalcoatl to Quistis, very important. She doesn't have any magic yet, so we're gonna give Draw magic and item. Done. But Squall does have magic. Now, once you have magic, you can either set it manually through this, or you can go to auto and say which stat you want to focus on. This works decently well most of the time. There is one specific case in which you really want to set the stats manually, and that is Rinoa after what used to be disc number 3 on the PC version. Late game chapter, we're going to get there and I'm going to explain why. For now, let's set automatic according to attack. And double check that our GFs are learning the right things. Yeah. Let me just double check. Actually, no, we want her to learn ice magic refinement first, so we can refine ice magic cards into ice magic spells. Let's go. Now that we're on the overworld, we can actually save anytime we want. And we are going to run around a little bit and get into a few fights, just so we can draw some magic. Squall, you still remember? The R1 is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for Renzokokken. Those are basically his special abilities. We're gonna target this one and we're gonna stop. Same for her. Stop. And in the beginning, you basically want to just draw as much magic as you can, because that will help us junction our characters and make them stronger. You can also refill your HP by interacting with a save point, so don't worry if you lose a bit of HP in the beginning. It's fine. You can draw up to 100 magic, and we're gonna try to get as close as possible. This means we're doing a bit of grinding in the beginning, but it's gonna save us a lot of trouble. Oh no, I did not want to attack. Fuck. What's the other one he has, by the way? Scan, okay. A scan is basically a type of magic that you can use to see what the creature is what the creature is weak against or strong against. It's not that important for junctioning. I'm gonna check what the caterpillar has. It has cure and it has something else. Thunder, okay. That's also good. We need to draw that as well. So we're basically gonna be spending this entire first battle just drawing. Ooh, that one actually does quite a bit of damage. But we can also draw and cast Cure to heal ourselves. I'm just not sure for how much. We're actually gonna have to check that out in a minute. Cure, cast. Let me cast that on myself. Let's see how much we actually heal. 140. Oh, okay. So we basically don't have to worry. We can just cast Cure on ourselves at the end of the battle. Good to know. And of course the good news is, as you stock magic, eventually you will not need to draw anymore because you will already have everything that you can possibly stock. So this is just start of the game grind. And also bot be gone. Refresh. Once you have 100 of a spell, it will be grayed out and you can no longer see it. You can no longer draw it, which is good. But I think right now we still need a few more rounds before we're done here. Actually, let's heal ourselves. Twisties can keep on drawing. Yeah, we are healing a lot more than they are doing in damage, so we're just gonna have to heal ourselves at the end of the battle and then kill them all. What we could actually do though, we could kill one of these flyers. So we have fewer enemies attacking us. There we go, that was actually the extra hit. And now we just have 2 enemies attacking us instead of 3. This is... Drawing thunder seems to be really slow this time. 3 thunders, oh my god, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. This is the boring part of the early game when you're just drawing magic from everything. But I do want to buff this up before we go into the fire cavern. Let me actually continue drawing fire. I want to finish with this flyer so that we can move on. Should have actually killed this one on the left instead of the one on the right, so we don't have to switch. Oh well. Jesus Christ, how are we not done drawing fire? Like, we should already be maxed with this one. Oh, there we go. So now we've run out of fire. We've stocked 100 fire. We're not gonna stock 100 scan because it doesn't even junction all that well. We're just gonna do it like 2 or 3 times so that we have it in case we need it. And then we're gonna use Squall to heal up a little bit. Scan, stock. Alright. Oh, she is done with fire. That's good. She can actually attack this one now. We don't need anything else from him. Cure, cast, start by myself. Cure, Quistis. Only 73, are you kidding me? Okay, you're gonna have to do better than that. There we go, so now we only have one enemy left to worry about. And we can continue drawing. Let's max out Thunder and Cure, and then we can move on. Probably gonna need about 20 draws per spell to get everything that we want. 20 to 30. No, I did not want to attack. Okay. Wait. Okay, for a moment I thought it was enough to kill him. I was like, please don't. I do need to finish drawing spells. Oh, we're out of thunder. Awesome. Let's stock Cure. Cure is really good for junctioning to Vitality and Defense. Because different spells are different kinds of effective depending on what you junction them to. So Cure is really good for junctioning to HP and to defensive stats, whereas Thunder and Fire and such are really good for strength and magic. Also, I forgot that there's actually a setting you can enable that leaves the cursor on the last thing you selected. We're gonna have to switch that on after this battle. I just want to finish drawing Cure first. And then we need to heal ourselves. Oh, we just got an achievement for this. Not entirely sure what that achievement is for. Probably for stocking however many magic or drawing however many magic from a creature. We should start curing ourselves, at least with Squall. He's getting pretty low on HP. Cure, cast myself, thank you. Quista still has a bit of wiggle room, she can still go. And just draw. Good choice. Good thing we just restocked. The good thing about getting low on HP is that when you get low on HP you can activate a limit break, which is basically a special move that does extra damage. But we don't want that right now, we just want this thing to stay alive so we can draw magic from it for as long as possible. We still need to draw a few more cures. She's good to go. Okay, heal yourself, please. And then heal Squall while he continues drawing. We are almost done here. Yeah, I know. Cast myself. Oh, he's also done with drawing. Okay. In that case, we can just attack. Now we just need to kill this thing. And it's dead. Okay. Long first battle, but again, this is because in the beginning you will be drawing a lot of magic. Spiderweb. Quistis can run blue magic ultra waves. Okay, so Quistis' limit break is basically a bunch of special spells that she can cast, some of which are really overpowered. We're gonna use this one right now to teach Quistis a new spell. And we're going to Junction, Auto, Attack.